Hey everybody, I'm Mama Bird and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have another Temu haul for you. Now for this haul, I wanted to show you some of the goodies that I got for the kitchen. You know, Temu is always running some kind of sale, and if you use my code below, you will get an additional discount. Alright guys, so let's get into my haul and I'll show you what goodies I got. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Carolina and I live in Montana. I do a lot of food bank hauls, pantry cooking, canning and preserving, and product reviews on my channel. If that's the kind of content you like, I hope you'd consider subscribing. I would love to have you come join my family. I also have a very active Facebook group that is linked below. We share recipes, funny stories, and it's just an overall good support group. So I would love to have you come join and come chat with me a little bit there. All right guys, let's get into this haul. I am very excited to be getting a couple more kitchen items from Temu. They have a really great variety and really high quality, guys. I am super surprised. One thing I got for this haul is some silicone mats. One thing that I am really bad about is just setting food directly from the oven onto my counter. So it was really nice to be able to get some more of these, and they just happened to have my watermelon colors in stock. So I was super thrilled about that. And then they had some cutting boards. I was hoping these would be a little bigger, but that's more of me just not paying attention than Temu not having a good deal on these. They are flexible, which is really nice. So if you're chopping stuff, you can like bend it and get it into the container easier. Those who aren't really into food industry may not know this, but red is usually what you cut meats on, raw meats. Yellow is raw chicken. Green is produce, and blue is seafood. So they have different colors if you want to separate your food like that. I mean, I wash it afterwards, so I cut everything on every cutting board. I don't really have them separated by colors, but they have that option if you like to do that. Then they have this huge bag of piping bags. On my very first Temu haul, I got some piping tips that came with a reusable plastic piping bag, and I really loved it. So I decided to give these plastic ones a try. And they're pretty thick plastic. I bet you could reuse these again if you want to. But that way, if you just have a little bit, type it in there. And it looks like this would hold quite a bit. Thought I'd give these a try. You never know when you might need a piping bag. These are also really good for drizzling hot chocolate to get a nice drizzle over dessert. It's so fancy. And then, speaking of more reusable stuff, I got some reusable bags. These are one things that I really like. I'm trying super hard to be as green as possible and not use as much plastic as I once did. So I love the fact that there's reusable bags, and these ones are very reasonable. You can put all kinds of stuff in there and they zip. Now the way that I like to wash these is I'll put soapy water in there and then close it and then kind of just swoosh it around in there. I don't put these in the dishwasher. Do you guys put any of yours in the dishwasher? Mine has melted plastic before. And then I usually find a mason jar or something and put it over there so it stays open and then it airs it out. So I got a large, a medium, a small, and a snack size. All of these are very reasonable price, all sold separately, so you can buy as many as one size as you feel like you need. And I'm happy that I am not only saving money by buying reusable bags at a discount price, but I'm also help saving the planet. And then coming along with those piping bags, I got a stuffer piper tip. I'm sure that's not the technical term for it, but it's for the ones that you use to like stuff donuts or something like that. You stick it in the side and you can pipe in the custard, whatever filling you're using. This would have been perfect for my pepper jelly cupcakes I made. If you guys haven't seen me make spicy cupcakes from my homemade pepper jelly, I'll leave that video linked below. But this would have been perfect to help me get that filling inside of them. So I'm glad to have gotten this. This is really high quality too. This metal is not bendable. I'm sure my husband could bend it, but I can't. And then I got a potato masher. I've never in my life owned a potato masher. I don't know why. And you know, I like to keep my potato masher in the drawer because sometimes it's fun not to be able to open that drawer. Great. Karate chop. I got some more grill spatulas because these are always useful to have. These ones are a little thinner in diameter, so that way they'd be perfect for like fried eggs or bologna, fried egg and bologna sandwich. Oh, don't get me started. I really like that these have a good sharp edge, so it's really gonna help you be able to get under that meat that has a nice sear on it, especially like flipping hamburgers, pancakes, all that jazz. I also got this soup spoon. Now, I'm not going to lie, I was expecting this to be a little bigger. I was thinking of like a long stock pot spoon, but this is still pretty big and it would be able to fit in my 20 quart, I think it's a 20 quart. So this would be able to fit into my 16 quart blue pot and be able to stir it around. So that's really nice to have a nice long spoon. It's pretty sturdy. I don't feel like I can easily break it. And it looks really nice, made out of nice wood. So it's always good to have extra spoons on hand. I also got some of these tongs. These are very reasonably priced, and these are going to be a lot easier for my kids to be able to learn to get in there and flip stuff versus my commercial kitchen tongs that I've gotten from Applebee's when I worked there and they got new tongs. They let me take home the old ones they were getting rid of. So a bit of a difference, and there's no need for the kids to have quite this long of a tong as you do in the kitchen industry. So it's nice that they'll be able to have one of these and be able to help get in the kitchen more and help mama cook some. I also got some new mesh strainers. This comes as a set and it has all three. These are really good for straining stock, sometimes I get coffee grounds in my coffee, so I'll strain those out with these. I also strain seeds out. So like if I'm making raspberry jam and I want it seedless, I will use these to strain them out. So I'm looking forward to giving these a try. I also like that you can use these as a sifter. So if you need to sift some flour for a recipe, or say you have some powdered sugar in here to use it for a little sprinkle for your French toast, that would be fantastic. And then there's also this little one here that's perfect for like cocoa or powdered sugar to dust tops of cupcakes, pancake, or a Dutch baby. Do you guys like powdered sugar on your Dutch baby? I do. Give this video a thumbs up if you know what a Dutch baby is. I also got a new set of biscuit cutters, and by new I mean my only one. I've never had biscuit cutters. I've always used something different. So I was like, you know what? It's about time, because at this price, how could you say no? So I really like these. I like that they're stackable. I don't feel like they can bend a little bit, but not too much, and it'll be nice to be able to have choices on my different size biscuits, and they'll be uniform because half the time I'm just guesstimating anyway. And then I got these turntables here. Now I'm not too sure about these. I did get two because I thought I would enjoy them, but they seem a little flippy floppy. So let me put some stuff in here. I also got some baked goods, so I'm going to be baking. But say I got this full. It's not too bad. Once you fill it up, it doesn't seem as floppy. That's good. So you can have your supplies in there. If you're going to bake, you can keep this in the bathroom. I might give one to my husband to keep in the garage for some of his knickknacks and stuff in there. Not that husbands have knickknacks. But yeah, so these aren't bad. I don't know if I would buy these again, because I have seen a lot of these that... Okay, I'm done. So these turntables were probably going to go in the bathroom, and I'll put some of the kids' supplies on there for them to be able to brush their teeth, wash their hands, whatever. The next thing I want to show you that I got on my haul are some of these heavy-duty measuring spoons. Like, these are pretty heavy, guys, because these are really thick, so they're not going to bend, and it'll just give you nice, solid measurements. So I'm really happy I got another one of these. It's always good to have a nice set of measuring spoons because no matter when you need them, they're always in the dishwasher, right? And then I got a KitchenAid paddle. This is one with rubber that's all the way around it, so it scrapes the bowl as it mixes. Lots of times this is the regular KitchenAid mixer that comes with it. Mine's pretty beat up. You can see it's kind of chipped here. What was that, brown sugar? And then it's supposed to fit your regular KitchenAid. So we're gonna give this one a try with my mixer and see if it really does fit. And then I got some nice spatulas here. One thing I really like is that the rubber is all the way down. It's not two separate pieces. And these ones are really good for getting into jars and scraping. So, in preparation for this review, I have been saving my empty peanut butter bottles to see exactly how much product I can save by using these spatulas. So not only are these a great deal, they're gonna save me money, which you know I am all about. The next thing I got are some of these silicone muffin liners. I'm gonna make some muffins in these to see if these really do work, because I have seen these before, but they do seem pretty thin, so I don't know. Let's give them a try and see how they work. So I'm gonna whip up just a simple batch of applesauce muffins, and I hope you come join me and show you how easy it is to make with everyday ingredients in your pantry. So I just printed off a basic applesauce muffin recipe. I will leave this in the description box below so you don't have to worry about remembering anything. I got Mr. R2D2 here. Hello, to help me with my measuring today. So first things first, let's get this paddle on and see if it fits. Oh, looks pretty good to me. It doesn't touch the sides completely, but we will give that a test as we start mixing. I'm just going to use a can of unsweetened applesauce. I get these a lot at the food bank. I always like to use the can opener to lift that up because that is very, very sharp and will cut. All right, so this is a 15-ounce can and there's 8 ounces in 1 cup. So I'm just going to eyeball this and roughly use half the can of applesauce. And then my recipe says 3 tablespoons of oil or more applesauce or mashed banana. But I think what I am going to do is scrape some of these peanut butter jars because this has oil in it. And let's measure out some peanut butter as my oil to see if I have enough for this recipe. All right, so let's see. So 1 jar, I got roughly 1 tablespoon. So let's see. All right, I got about half of a tablespoon out of this jar. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. Way better than it was before. And then jar number 3. Oh, where's the top of that one? Okay, so there's about 2 tablespoons worth. There's not much left in there. So then, since I only have 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, I'm gonna add 1 more tablespoon of applesauce. Well, I'm glad I got that because that saved me quite a bit just by being able to scrape my containers better. All right, next thing on the list is 2 tablespoons of milk of choice. So I'm going to use buttermilk because I have this in the fridge. I need to use it up. So 2 tablespoons of that. And then let's switch to our teaspoons. 1 teaspoon. We're going to use 2 teaspoons of vinegar. I'm going to do apple cider vinegar here. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This is some Mexican vanilla that my friend Ashley sent me. Thank you, Ashley. This is beautiful and I love this. I'm gonna drink it straight from the bottle. Oh, that smells good. So we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. All right, and that's all the wet ingredients. So I'm going to give that a mix. Doing a good job scraping. You can hear it brushing up against the sides. Okay. Alright, give it a scrape. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of just all-purpose flour here. 1/4 cup of sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to use my new sifter here to sift out any lumps. Look at that. So then you can kind of just push it down to make sure it's separated. There we go. 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And usually a quarter quart. And then next is a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, but I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice because I think that's going to go really well with this. And then it says a handful of raisins, crushed walnuts, or shredded coconut, but I have these golden raisins that I just found in my cupboard I need to finish off, so I'm just going to dump those in there. Finish it. Okay. And then let's give this a stir. Now this is a no egg recipe, which is really nice right around now. Alright, that's it. She's all mixed up. It's as simple as that. So let's get my area cleaned up, and then I will grab my baking pan and get it lined up. Alright, I got my well-used double muffin pan here. Oh, they fit perfectly in there. I think that's gonna work out pretty good. I'm pretty optimistic about these. Has anybody else used these before? I saw one in like rainbow and different color too. I might have to order some more. Here's my new spoon to scoop. We're just gonna fill these about 2/3 of the way full because these will rise up. Now this is sanding sugar. You usually put this on top of pies to give them that extra crunch on top. This goes great on top of muffins as well because it gives it that nice crispy top that everybody just loves. So I suggest getting some of this strictly for muffins alone. All right, so I'm gonna throw this in a 350-degree oven for 8 minutes, and then we'll check it. All right, they were in there for about 12 minutes, and they're bouncing back. So I'm gonna let them cool here for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna take them out of the pan. So these come out pretty easily here. I'm not talking to you, husband. Darn husband, always think I'm talking to him. All right, let these cool a smidgen more, and then we'll give one a try. Oh wow, that came out super easy. Let's give this a try. Ooh, that's good. Oh, I got a chunk of apple. Oh no, that was a raisin. I forgot to put the raisins in there. That's really good. You could definitely taste hints of the peanut butter. I bet if I would put that 1 more tablespoon in there, it would be a little better. But this is really good. I like how clean it came out of those muffins. It did get a little browning there, so that's nice. I might have to order some more because I'm going to need at least 24 to fill up my pan. Guys, Temu is definitely one of my favorite stores to order from that is good quality, gets you at a bargain, and really makes you stretch your money. One thing I'm all about is sharing about how I save money and what companies I use, and that's why I do these Temu hauls for you. So thank you so much for watching. Check out their link below and make sure you use my discount to receive an extra 30% off. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Baird's.